Ahmyo is now the conscious connection, the conscious everyday realization between the human and the master. It's a totally different life than what you've been used to. So it's going to take a little bit to get familiar with it, to understand the dynamics, and that's why we're here right now with Master's Life 5, Ahmyo. For the first time in this life of yours or any other life you have lived on this planet, what comes now is the wisdom. Wisdom not being an intellectual, mental thing, but wisdom being the heart. Wisdom being the essence of every single thing you've ever done, ever experienced, but without all the human judgment attached to it, without all the human fear attached to it. For the first time ever in this state of Ahmyo, the wisdom is now shared with, offered to, made available to the human. What comes with the Ahmyo life, practically, specifically for you, obviously abundance. It comes about because you've allowed it. It comes about because now, in the allowing, the entire way energy comes to you is different. It's not the old hard way like the farmer in the field. It's just there. It actually energizes every part of your biology, even into the mind, making the mind clearer in a way, not because more energy is forced through it, but because there's less reliance on the mind, on the brain. You're now into wisdom. You're now into synchronicity. You don't have to think through so much. You don't have to plan so much. Ahmyo comes into every part of your life, not just the typical things like relationships, abundance, or health. Yes, it does work with relationships as well. People who bring just the right things into your life, whether it's joy, whether it's a physical, sexual relationship, whether it's just friendship, whether it's business opportunities, just the right people come into your life at just the right time. Suddenly you're in the Ahmyo life, and you realize that in a way it's strange at first, but it's the way life should be. We're here because it was time in your life. You've gone through all of these stages in your life, and now it was time for the true abundance. You're an embodied master. You've chosen to stay on the planet, and as you know, one of those desires in continuing to stay here on the planet was to be in this ease and grace of Ahmyo. It's here. I'd like to address the master now. The master who has never been actually embodied. So, dear master, the human is filled with wounds and issues. They've released so much over these past few decades. They've released lifetimes of issues, but you see, there are still some of the scars that remain. And the human tends to focus on these at times. You, dear master, have no wounds at all. You understand that life is simply an experience, and from it comes the wisdom of the soul. Dear master, you may not understand why the human at times goes back into their tears, goes back into some of their old ways of doing things, and why the human tends to be frightened and scared at times. Please understand what the human has gone through. There's no need to interfere. There's no need to do anything, simply to have compassion and understanding for what has been the difficult and challenging journey of that human. Ahmyo. It's new. It's the relationship between the human and the divine, but not where the divine is off far, far away somewhere else. It's a living, embodied relationship. It's the master coming into the house of the human, and the human allowing it. Life changes, indeed. It's new because you've never gone through it before. It hasn't been there before. It's a new experience because even the ascended masters who came before you didn't have the opportunity for Ahmyo. They're most interested to see how this plays out, how the true blessings of the soul come to fruition in the everyday life of a human. That's Ahmyo. Take a deep breath into the allowing, for Ahmyo is here. Ahmyo, the state of consciousness, the relationship now with the human and the divine, it's here. Let's take a deep breath with that. I am the beloved Saint Germain.